in our press statement, the only thing that I could remark was, OMG, oh my God, this is happening. That's why in our letter I emailed over to you to invite today is, the only thing that I could think of was OMG, oh my God, I don't know how to handle this area. Now, our issue here is basically that my remark over this 304, it is repulsive and it is a divisive act against house buyers' rights and their lawful entitlement. When a house buyer buys a property landed 24 months and strata property 36 months, anything more than that is an extension of time. It means that extension was granted of 12 months, 10 months to 12 months, or some 18 months, thus wiping off the house buyer's rights to LAD. It's the house buyer's rights to have their entitlement. And the minister should not act as a Santa Claus to take away house buyers' money to give it over to the developer. Now, developers, they are businessmen. There are cases where you make money, there are cases that you lose money. But they cannot always be making money all the time at the expense of house buyers. That is very wrong, because house buyers too has got their responsibility. If they are late in paying to the developer under the sale and purchase agreement, developer can charge them 10% interest on the progress payment. Similarly, house buyers rent property. You got to rent property, pending the construction of the house. That is a cost over to them. Here, when it was delayed, there was this LAD due to them. Compensation rightfully due over to them, but it was taken away by the stroke of a pen by the minister and his charge. His charge meaning the controller housing. Now, is that fair or not? Initially, we thought maybe it's a small iceberg, only a tip of an iceberg perhaps. But now with this figure here, it is now, we are utterly shocked and disappointed with this atrocious number of EOTs and gross injustice inflicted on naive, innocent, and worse, the first-time buyer, they suffer this kind of fate. It's utterly unfair over to them. No matter how justified it may be, Minister gave a lot of reasons why he issued it up. One of the few reasons that I read in the handset was that it was because Project Banjir berlaku. Meaning there's the flooding in that area there. Then, Koruntuhan Tanah, there was a landslide in that area there. And juga stop order oleh PBT. Stop order was issued by the local council. Our issue is basically, these three items are self-inflicted. If the developer have got a project duly approved, there shouldn't be any flooding if he has constructed the drain properly. There was no flooding last time. When they started the project, there was flooding. Who attributed to the flooding? It has to be the developer. If he had constructed the retaining drains or the retaining wall for these landslide, all that, it wouldn't happen. Similarly, stop order are always issued by local council. MPAJ, DBKL, they issue stop order. Why do they issue stop order? We have discovered some of the cases, stop order was issued because they work until midnight. But local council permitted hours to do construction is always 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock every day. For Monday to Friday, Okay? But if the developer will work until midnight, the neighboring surrounding area is surely going to complain. They complain over to the local council. When local council have got this kind of complaint from the neighbors, they will surely issue stop order. Now, whose fault is it if DBKL or all the PBT issue stop order? It's the developer's own fault, because to us this is self-inflicted. Now, the developer should not be allowed to take advantage of his own wrongdoing and their own ineptness and bungling.